Hey there, my name is Fallout, and today we're here to talk about this bad boy, the Austringer hand cannon. A real beauty, isn't she? This is one of the new weapons in Season of Opulence, pretty much a reimagining of the IS Luna hand cannon from D1. It's got a 140 RPM, which, granted, isn't the absolute best archetype for hand cannon in D2 right now, but the weapon is really fun and, more importantly, easy to farm for. All you need is the right rune combo in the menagerie and you're good to go. More on that later though. Let's get to talking about the PvP god roll, which I am so friggin' happy to tell you right now does not include either Rampage or Kill Clip. Not to spoil the ending, but can't help it, you know? Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at what the Austringer can roll with, starting way over on the left in column 1. You know the drill, column 1 is our barrel option, and seeing as the weapon we're looking at is a hand cannon, take a guess at what we want. Exactly, Recoil Direction. Just messing around, you want range and oodles of it. Remember, range gives your weapon a better damage drop-off point and makes it more accurate overall. Think of it this way, range is to hand cannons what peanut butter is to jelly. So if you grind the menagerie and get an Austringer with good range on it, well, bully for you. Both extended barrel and hammer forged rifling fall under the category of you should definitely be happy with that, but I think we should go balls to the wall and pick full bore. Oh, I know my friends, it comes with a penalty to both handling and stability, but come on, you're a pro. -10 stability is annoying at best, but once you learn the weapon's kick pattern, you'll be landing headshots left and right. A small price to pay, I would say, for that wonderful upside of plus 15 range. Let's move on to column 2, and we got most of the usual suspects here. Man, this is probably the easiest pick we're gonna make all day, but just for fun, let's cut the fat a little. Whoa, steady rounds, huh? Penalty to range, you say, for more stability? Oh boy, where do I sign? Trash. Drop mag at least falls under the not terrible category. It burns your ammo for a lightning quick reload, which isn't bad. It's a primary, so I'm not overly worried about losing too much ammo in PvP. Tactical mag, I guess, is okay as well, but we're really beating around the bush here. You know what it is, accurized rounds. Come on, a flat 10 to range with no penalty? You would have to be crazy to not want that on your hand cannon, unless the other option, of course, is ricochet rounds, which I was heartbroken to learn cannot roll on the Austringer. Now, I know a lot of you saw my god roll video on the service revolver hand cannon, where I mistakenly did not recommend ricochet rounds. You see, I've been working with shotguns for so long, which can only roll accurized rounds, I completely let it slip out of my head that ricochet rounds beats accurized each and every time because it gives a secret buff to both zoom and range. Check out the video in the top right corner right now to learn and see exactly why ricochet rounds is better than accurized rounds. So again, unfortunately, ricochet rounds can't roll on the Austringer, so we gotta go with accurized, which is fine. Knock knock, who's there? It's column 3, bitch, and there's 6 choices here that we have to pick from. Let's go right for the throat. Triple tap can go and pound sand. If you're out there thinking that triple tap belongs on an Austringer PvP god roll, you are not invited to the Fallout family barbecue. Yeah, I know, but the Austringer can 3-tap, so it's a good pairing. Nah, we have better options to choose from. Getting 1 bullet back in the mag is good, I guess, but no big deal. Subsistence falls into the same boat. Any gun with that perk, kills will partially reload your mag from reserves, but your reserve capacity is reduced. With the right weapon, subsistence is pretty okay, especially in PvE. Unlike triple tap, you don't really need to rely on headshots, just kills, so it's more forgiving overall. While it could help you out in PvP, I still think that we can do better. Air assault. Let's read what it says. Increase handling in the air. Increased handling in the air. Oh man, that sounds great. I mean, you know how all the weapons in Destiny are just super accurate when fired in the air? Oh, I'm sorry, did I say accurate? I meant terrible handling in the air. You know, I heard a rumor that the perk Icarus calls up air assault late at night, starts laughing, then hangs up. Improved accuracy in the air is always going to be better than handling in the air. Big no thank you. Now, we only have 3 perks left, and they're all winners. Outlaw is a classic. Get a headshot kill and ultra quick reload time for you, which is very appreciated by hand cannons. Snapshot is also a staple. Lightning quick ADS time is nothing to sneeze at. But here is another perk that is absolutely worth a look. Eye of the Storm. Now that is not a widely available weapon perk in D2, yet here it is on the Austringer. Quick rundown, here's how it works. When your Guardian has taken enough damage, the perk activates, and for a short duration, you get better handling, which is alright, but also better accuracy. Take a look at this. Right when you take enough damage for the perk to trigger, your weapon's crosshair instantly becomes tighter, and I mean noticeably tighter. That means that Eye of the Storm is there as a way to help you tighten your firing cone and help reduce the effects of bloom. Some of you out there might know, I very recently made a video that talks about exactly what bloom is, not just in Destiny, but in FPS games in general. Link to that in the video description if you're curious, but having a perk to help you reduce the punishment of bloom is very tempting. The only downside is, unfortunately, that the perk only kicks in when you've already taken heavy damage, meaning you might not get to see the benefit of Eye of the Storm very frequently. Definitely not as often as Snapshot anyway. Here's what I think. If you want to be safe, go for either Outlaw or Snapshot. They are hard to go wrong with, and if you want to dance close to the fire though, if you want a perk with high risk, high reward, go with Eye of the Storm. Moving on to column 4, we once again have 6 more options to choose from. Since I already called this out at the beginning of the video, let's go ahead and chop out Rampage, and man, does that feel good. Now, before someone inevitably says down in the comment section, hey Fallout, Rampage level 1 lets your Austringer 3-tap players in PvP with 2 headshots and 1 body instead of the usual 3 headshots. And while that is true, if your goal is to 3-tap someone in PvP with a hand cannon with 2 headshots and 1 body shot, well, I got news for you. That already exists, and it's called the Not Forgotten and the Luna's Howl, both which, by the way, do a way better job, not to mention faster. And yeah, I know that Rampage can stack to level 3, but come on, how many times do you get that to happen per game of PvP? Be honest. We are looking for perks that help a lot and help out frequently. So, on that note, let's chop out Underdog, which gives a reload speed buff when your health is low. Thanks? But no thanks, gonna pass on that. Zen Moment can be nice if you play on controller and find yourself having trouble with recoil control. But I think if you're just patient, you can learn the recoil pattern of the hand cannon and you can do better with your perk in column 4. Now, Demolitionist is an interesting option. Kills with this weapon generate grenade energy, and activating your nade reloads the gun from reserves. Tell you what, if you're running a specialist build, you know, something where your entire PvP loadout is focused on excessive grenade usage, this would be the perk for you. For example, if you were a Controverse Hold handheld Supernova Voidlock. Now, if that were you, this would be your go-to Austringer perk. If that's not what you're doing though, I think we can do better. Opening Shot is good. Improved accuracy and range are both great to have, but I cannot stand how it only helps you out on the first bullet that you fire. What a tease. You don't need that kind of stuff in your life. Not when you have Rangefinder. Now there is a real hand cannon perk. Better range and better zoom all the time. Not just on your first bullet, but on your second bullet too. And the third one, for that matter. Rangefinder never lets you down, and it's always there for you. You know, like the family dog or your imaginary girlfriend. It'll give you better damage drop-off and better accuracy 24/7. rangefinder wins. For your masterwork perk, I feel like I shouldn't even need to say this, range. And so help me God, if you tweet me a picture of your Austringer claiming it's a god roll and I see a stability masterwork on that thing, I will reach through the monitor and slap you silly. Range, range, and range. So let's review. What is our PvP god roll Austringer? Full bore, accurized rounds, and while Outlaw and Snapshot are great, I'm going rogue with Eye of the Storm in column 3, Rangefinder column 4, and top it all off with a range masterwork. Booyah. It's range on top of accuracy on top of range. This hand cannon is godly accurate with the right roll, and thanks to the menagerie, we know exactly how to farm for an Austringer with a range masterwork. All you gotta do is just make sure that you use any of the following rune recipes and you are in business. Like this video? Prove it, and click that thumbs up button. Doing both that and clicking the subscribe button literally takes almost no effort to do, and it really brightens up my day. Really, it does. Be sure to follow me on Twitch and Twitter, and check out our Discord too, if you're into that sort of thing. Tell me about your favorite Austringer roll down low in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.